Okay. Looks like the stream is up. And I've got it going in the right spot. Holy crap. Feels good. Okay, it has been a while. So, I mean, I haven't even played any video games in days. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, we're going to get back in here. We're going to go in with nothing. I don't even know if my character has anything. No, it doesn't look like it. I still got my little doodads there. Yeah, so we're just going to go in with nothing here on some legacy and see what happens. Our setup is a little bit different than it was at the other house. I have a different desk here, and so I've set things up a little differently. I'm actually sitting up at my desk now instead of being kicked way back with my feet up. So maybe that will improve the quality of my gameplay. Who knows? We'll see. We actually need to go ahead and cancel this. Let's go take a look here. When did I ever turn in a steel tooth? I don't remember that, but okay. Apparently in a week, the campaign will continue. That's a little weird to me, the campaign taking as long as it does. And I still haven't killed that stupid troll thing. So we'll be seeing about that. Yeah. All right, now let's get in there. Let's get in there and see what happens. It feels so weird to actually be sitting up while I play. I haven't sat up straight in goodness. I don't know, a decade? I have the worst posture of any person on earth. That's okay. Ooh. Took quite a bit longer to get into a game today than it had in the past. Taking a while to get loaded in here, too. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's up, Gravy? How are you today? Glad to be back. Yeah, I had to get myself all moved. We moved 1,000 miles back to good old Nuevo Mexico. I am super happy being back in the desert again. You have no idea. No idea. It's not super windy here. It's not super rainy here. Not super tornado-y here. Very, very happy. How about you? How's your streams been going? How's everything doing for you? No, we're pretty much all the way set up. I don't really own very much stuff. Like I've got my bed, I've got my computer, I've got my desk. I got a little bit of clothes, but I don't really do the whole stuff thing. I don't like stuff. Bothers me. Okay. There we go. Let me go check real quick. I want to check on my stream. Make sure that we're not... Okay, we look good. Just wanted to make sure we weren't losing any frames or anything. Okay, now we are going to have one problem. And that is that with my new setup, I have something in the top right of my screen. Okay. You literally just can't fight wizards. This is ridiculous. I hate these nerds. It was a little loud. I might need to turn my headset down. Yeah, I just watched Force Gaming's video on that just this morning, actually. That game did look pretty interesting. I like the crafting system in that game. I'm always harping on the fact that crafting systems aren't actually gameplay systems. And in that game, there were a lot of different things you could do when you were crafting your item, a lot of different options to choose. But then also, I think the forging minigame was pretty interesting. Also, it definitely requires a different skill set, a different understanding than just regular combat does. So that also checks the box for me on, it being a legitimate, different skill for the game. So, yeah, that actually looked really good to me. You have the game, just don't feel like playing anything. It's no bueno, dude. It's important to take breaks sometimes, though. You can always come back to that game later. It's not like the game is going to vanish. Oop, I forgot to block. All right, let's heal up a little here. Need any of that. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have those mental health days. Gotta have those opportunities to slow down and just focus on how you feel about what you're doing. Super important. I honestly probably should have streamed yesterday, but I still wanted to take a little break from, all the moving and stuff like that. So I just went ahead and didn't stream for another day. Now we can be back in here and super fun Legacy Steel and Sorcery. Getting our butts kicked for a few hours. Oh, that's cool. Good job, Gravy. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing something like that myself. Getting a little PNG character or something that can cover up chat. But I think instead of taking a character to cover up chat, I want to do something instead that isn't interactive with me, but is instead interactive with the community. So, there are some cool little games and stuff that can be played through the chat. And if they're lightweight enough that I can just run them on my computer while I'm doing the stream, um, something that's sort of automated. Maybe you can give your personal character some sort of commands or something. Just, I don't know. We'll find something. But I would like to have something down there that chat can interact with instead of something that interacts with me. Hello? Are you there? Okay, well, you're obviously not there. I'll leave you alone. Oh.
What's up, nigga? You friendly?
Hey, what's up, Damien?
My thing was on mute. My fault. Yeah, I'm friendly, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna die. No.
I'm not fighting you. Yep, I think. Or is he fighting you?
Why you 2v1ing me? That's what I want to
I'm
know.
not.
Like,
I'm picking.
you are.
I'm not.
Like, six
No,
niggas on
I.
this.
Wow, all those people were super complaining about how many people were fighting them. What a bunch of weak sauceness. Man, I can't read the text in this for garbage. Hang on one sec. We gotta. There we go. There we go. I don't know why, but I always get confused between your Discord server and Dune's server. I think it's because both have the hooded characters. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Damien, I would love to stop whiffing the enemies and dodge, but I haven't played a video game in like 4 days. I'm so out of practice, it's not even funny. Thought I was a trash can before. Now I'm a real trash can. I got to admit, it's really weird for me for people to want to hang out with me. It kind of freaks me out. Kind of freaks me out a lot. Hey, there we go. Got loaded in real fast this time. Let's go see what's up. We just running through here. Come here, you little nerd. Oh, really? Streamer being freaked out by people wanting to socialize with them. Something doesn't add up. Well, you know, I'm an enigma wrapped in a contradiction that got dropped into a black hole, so that's how that works. Oh yeah, sure, everything can just attack me, that's fine. I hate this game. A unicorn that bleeds chocolate gravy, shits donuts, and drools sweet tea. That is maybe the most interesting description I've ever heard for anything. Although, I'd be pretty stoked if I drooled sweet tea. That would be pretty freaking dope. I would basically just be drinking sweet tea 100% of the time, which would be awesome. Who doesn't want some sweet tea? All right. We are getting the crap kicked out of us. This is hilarious. Not even going to be able to beat these two little goblins. Had a new barbecue open up down the road called Mission Barbecue that has some pretty good sweet tea. Tried their stuff over the weekend. I love me some good barbecue. I'm not super interested in how messy it usually is, though. Like, I don't need that much sauce all the time. And so I think that's one of the things that kind of turns me off of barbecue is most places when they make barbecue, they just lather on the sauce, like trying to drown whatever the animal is, like it's not already dead. And I'm not really interested in that. See, there you go. Sauce on the side. I like that. Use it as a dipping sauce or something. Especially because barbecue is usually finger foods. And, you know, you usually have to hold some of the food part. Right? I would love to just be able to dip that. Use my sauce like a dip. That way I didn't get it all over my fingers. brisket, pulled porks, pulled smoked turkey, smoked chicken, sausages. Yeah, see, that's fine. I'm a I'm a big options guy. I like to be in control of my foods. Even smoke their baked beans. Yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage. If I moved 1,000 miles away, I would reach a new country. We did go through like 2 states. We had to go through Oklahoma and Texas to get here. Not all the way through, but at least partially through 2 states. I live in New Mexico now, Damien. Went home. Back to the land of entrapment. There's a person up there. No, it's just the gobbies. Come with me, and you'll be within a world of pure imagination. US is just so big, we small country people cannot fathom it. I mean, it's just like Europe, basically. And your ability to travel around Europe, I think, is fairly similar to your ability to travel around the US, right? They have fairly permissive laws over there about as long as you have a passport. Most of those countries, especially in the European Union, are pretty permissive with people from other countries coming into their country. And so you might have to stop at a couple extra border checks or something like that, but I think the difference between the US and Europe more than yeah, right. And see, I can't do that. It's not so difficult necessarily for me to get out of the United States, like into Mexico. They're fairly permissive with us leaving the country to go there. But then trying to get back into the United States from Mexico is a pretty big ordeal. There's usually a big old line at the border crossing. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, leaving the country to go to Canada um, is not nearly as easy as leaving the country to go to Mexico. Yeah, even for American citizens, because they want to make sure that you're not bringing stuff into the country that you're not supposed to. Oh, I see you, buddy boy. I see your hiney, nice and shiny. Better hide it, or I might bite it. Good fight.
You're just a newbie. I'll revive you.
Party at Hermit's house. You have my little ass apartment. Okay. I left my partying ways behind about a decade ago. I don't really do the party thing anymore. I went ahead and destroyed all of my internal organs in my 20s so that I could spend my 30s just chilling. Rice and beans tasting. There you go. Get a bunch of different sauces, different toppings. Have a whole beans and rice potluck. I dig it. Get a barbecue, some pizza with some jugs of sweet tea and music is a good enough party for me. You know, I could get behind some of that. Except to maybe instead of some pizza, just some like big old piles of nachos. We used to have this tradition when me and my brothers all lived together in college during big gaming events like Path of Exile drops or new big MMOs or something drop in or anything like that. My little brother, who's a pretty good cook, would make a big ass plate of nachos, and then the game would drop, and we would all get on, and we would just munch on a big ass plate of nachos all day while we played video games for just hours and hours, and we'd drink Mountain Dews and just have ourselves a hell of a good time. Get some Ritz crackers and some of that easy cheese for extra snackage. Honestly, Gravy, um, Red Dead Redemption 2 is based on the American West, right? And, um, New Mexico is in the southwest of the United States. It would have been considered a part of the frontier during that time. So, I'm not big on nachos. I get like 7-Eleven nachos with chili and cheese. But bread and crackers with some of my wife's crab dip. Ooh, crab dip. Never had crab dip before. Well, there definitely was a person in here. Oh, and there's a dead person. Got any goodies for me? Ooh, frog. The person who killed you come down here? Nope. But I am insanely excited about getting in and playing some Dune and getting the guild going and really seeing what's up. Even if I'm not playing, well, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'm not gonna be playing during that 5 days. I'll probably, honestly, I might not stream during those 5 days, and I might just watch Looper and the other streamers and stuff in the guild, and just chat with them and stuff. I attack, please. I mean, it'll be a little bit of a bummer, but not really that big of a deal. Oh, why am I even carrying this? Stupid. So in order to keep my mute button on, I've got it pinned to my screen right now, and it's up in the top left of my screen, and I just now started hitting it. I need to change. Maybe grab this and move it like way down here. Maybe that'll work. I really don't like this weapon. Yeah, there's plenty of Discord channels. I can change the number of people possible in each of the Discord channels too. So if you just want to go live on the Discord, that's fine. We can totally make that a thing for anybody who maybe doesn't stream on the regular, but still wants to. That's not really useful. This sucks. Yeah, gotta start getting some ornies. I need my mute indicator. Yeah, Gravy, we're definitely going to have to be paying attention to that on the 10th. Yeah, that's a great idea, Damien. Also, keep an eye out for like good places to build the guild hall and stuff like that. Okay. I am not liking this setup. And I cannot figure out how to get this mute button to be visible, but not be interactable. Let's see. I don't even know where I created this macro from. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Come on now. I am so flippin' confused. Well, poop. I can't make this button uninteractable. So frustrated. I just want things to freaking work. I just want a really, really simple overlay that shows whether or not the mute button is on without having the mute button be interactable. That's all I really need, and I can't seem to figure out how to do it. I also don't know what the hell this streamer mode is. Label voice meter strip. Okay. Don't care. Why do things have to change? Why can't I just be doing the exact same thing I was doing before? What did it stop you from saying? I'm only barely an adult. I don't actually have any adult responsibilities, so calling me an adult is a little overkill. Get wrecked. Automod hates you. Get freaking wrecked. Booty beads. Okay. That's interesting. Definitely not going to be something that ever happens. Exit only. Okay, I honestly have no idea how to make this work. And I need to be able to mute my mic. I also can't seem to actually. Oh, there we go. Nope, doesn't play an audio sound. Hey, and Canis, what's up? I didn't actually. One of the viewers did for me. They're such a sweetheart. So this is what we're going to probably be playing up until Dune launch. We got about 9 to 14 days, depending on how things go. Right now, I'm not doing anything, though, because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to fix my stupid screen. I lost one of my monitors in the move. It got damaged or something. I don't know. It's not working anymore. So I'm using an old laptop to run my chat, which is fine. But normally I also have my mute button over on my chat screen so that I can see when I'm muted and when I'm not. And so right now I have it pinned to the front of my screen so it's in front of my game, but it's interactable. And so now every time I like move my mouse up into the top left direction, I end up on the stupid mute button instead of activating the game. I just want to make it a not interactable thing. And I can't figure out how to do it. There's some sort of an OBS overlay I can use. Hmm. It's kind of one of those things that I have to fix, though. Not really something I can just. Oh, Game's kicking me out. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. Yeah, so the problem that I'm having right now, Gravy, is just that I can't I can't see my mute button because my mute button has to be on the computer that I'm playing the game on, and I need to be able to see it. So there's no way to make it an overlay that isn't interactable. I just need to not be able to interact with it. So I'm using Voice Meter, and it's a macro that I set up for Voice Meter, not a macro I set up for OBS. So it mutes that whole thing. So even if I'm using Discord, right, I can still just click that button and mute my Voice Meter, which will mute me on Discord. So I basically got to push to talk from my Discord as well. And so I can't get the status of the button to appear without having the entire button appear. So every time I end up moving up in that, I was keeping it in my upper left hand corner, and every time I move up in that direction, basically I end up on the button, and then if I left click to try and attack, I left click and I mute myself instead. And so you can't play that way, because eventually you get up into that sort of upper left section of the screen, and you basically have to like spin around in a circle to reorient your mouse down to the bottom left, try and get away from that. And it's stupid, and I don't want to do that. Sure, if I knew how to do that. I don't watch my OBS, right? My OBS is minimized while I'm playing because it's on the same computer that I'm playing on. So, like, what I need is something that overlays on my computer screen, not on the OBS. The whole thing is just kind of fucked up right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think we're just going to have to stop streaming today, though. I obviously did not put enough preparation time into this to get everything set up for the new configuration. So, just going to have to piss off for the day and see if I can't figure it out. So, yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Sorry I wasn't able to actually accomplish anything today because I'm an idiot. But I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a better setup. So yeah, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.